Hello, good morning, it's almost 12 o'clock this morning, and it's good to see you. Good to see you. Right, how have you been? It's Tuesday, the 31st of January. That means we're a whole month into the year 2023. And how's it going? How has January been for you? Did you set a New Year's resolution and it's already gone out the window? Did you start with good intentions for this year? Think, yeah, right, I'm going to do it. The first week went brilliantly, the next week sort of okay, and now you can't sustain it because life's happening and there's loads of other things going on, and so you've just given up on it. I've spoken to a few people recently who have felt just like that, who have just said to me, Gila, January has just been a disaster. I haven't done any exercise. I started off really well, and then the kids went back to school, and then work got busy, and then this happened and that happened, whatever, and it's just all gone horribly wrong. Does that sound familiar? So what does that mean? Well, that must mean that you're no good at sticking to exercise. No, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean anything. So stop beating yourself up about it, okay? If January has been a disaster in terms of what you intended to do with your exercise, okay, let it go. January's gone now. It's almost over. 1st of February tomorrow. So just let it go. Don't carry all of the, as one of my ladies said, sort of the guilt and shame with you that you haven't done it. That must mean you're a bad person, that you can't keep resolutions, you can't stick with habits, you can't exercise. And actually, basically then what that adds up to is it means that you're a failure. No. Let me just tell you now, it does not mean that. It doesn't mean anything other than what you want it to mean. But just, it's gone, it's the past. You can't change it now. So learn the lesson, pick yourself back up, get back on the horse, and let's get started afresh. And I was so pleased over the last week, really, where a number of my members in core have got in contact and they've said, Gila, January has been a disaster. I need your help. Help me get back on the horse. Help me get back on track. And I have felt so privileged and grateful to be in that position where they've asked for help and I can help them. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. And that's one of the reasons why I love my core membership as it is. It's not just a library of online Pilates workouts and you're left to it. I love connecting with my members and helping my members to stick with it, to stick with the exercise, because I know how much help, how beneficial it's going to be to them. Once they can get into that habit, it just becomes part of their everyday life. So I'm so pleased that these women asked for my help, and that is why I'm here. That is what I do. Because you know what? You don't have to do it on your own. You don't have to just struggle and then beat yourself up about it. And I've been talking with my members, saying, well, yeah, but once I missed one, and then I missed another, and then I was like, oh no, you feel guilty because you haven't done it, you beat yourself up about it, and then you're just sort of in a vicious circle of just being unkind to yourself. And that's why I'm saying, let it go, let it go. It's past, and just now focus on what you can do moving forwards. You don't have to exercise 100% of the time in order to get the results you want. Unless, of course, those results are that you want to enter, be an Olympic champion or something like that. But even then, the Olympic champions, athletes still take breaks, they still take rests. It's important for your body to rest as well. So this is one thing. I was talking to one of my members, and she said, "Oh yeah, but when I missed one day, I was just like, oh, I've missed it now. I'm just going to give up." But it's not about having to do it all the time. It's about exercising at least 80% of the time. Yeah, so I like to think of myself, I'm fit, strong, active, but there are days where I don't do an exercise session, or I don't do so, and there's some days where I've just had to say, look, you know what, I know it's going to be a crazy day, I'm just not going to do any exercise, I'm choosing not to do that, and then I feel okay with it. Then that's okay. It's okay not to exercise, as long as that's your choice and you give yourself some grace over it and not beat yourself up. There's having those realistic expectations. So if you don't feel that in your schedule you have the time or the inclination, or even want to, say, go running for 2 hours a day, then why try and do that in the first place? Because you're almost setting yourself up for failure. You need an approach that works for you. What works for me and what works for many of my members and clients is bite-sized Pilates, because I can fit it in little and often, little and often. And that consistency builds up. And then if I miss a day or I miss a couple of days, it's okay. It's okay, because I just pick myself back up and say, that's fine. I chose not to do it then. I'm going to get on with it today. So it's about, there's lots of messages here, lots of underlying messages that I could dig deeper into. But what I want to say, I think the main point is that if January feels like it has been a disaster for you in terms of your New Year's resolution to exercise more and do something every day, let it be and learn from it, move forwards. It's okay. Tell yourself it's okay. I don't have to exercise every day unless I want to, unless I choose to. It's okay to miss a few days. I can just pick back up. It's okay not to be perfect, because no one is. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Give yourself some grace. You don't see, if you go out for a meal or something and you look across the table and you see someone who is looks really toned, really fit, healthy, they look like they obviously work out and they're active, and you're like, oh my God, how can they eat all of that? They've had starters and they've had a massive main meal and they've got pudding and they've got, how come they are eating all of that and they're still staying so fit and healthy? Well, because they don't do it all the time. It's a one-off. So you can have a day where you don't exercise, and you're not suddenly going to just become, a person who doesn't exercise, who is, makes excuses, that sits complaining, that's got backache, that's got, just lazy and whatever. You don't suddenly just change who you are. If you're a person who is active and fit and healthy, then that's what you are. That's your identity. And if you have a day off, you've chosen to have a day off, allowing your body to rest and recuperate and recover. But that doesn't then change who you are. You don't suddenly stop becoming a fit, active, healthy person. And having that day off is not going to have a big impact on the rest of the days, because you are doing it, because you're keeping consistent. So if January has not gone to plan and you would like some help, ask me, ask someone else, ask for help. Say, look, hey, this is what I wanted to do, it's not happening, can you help me? and I will tell you if I can't help you, and if I can, I will. One way I can help you is if you want to join my Be Stronger Than Your Excuses experience. That's starting next week, the 6th of February. Come and join me. It's a free experience, and I can help you. Forget the New Year's resolutions, they don't work. I can help you build an active, healthy lifestyle, one that's easy, that's enjoyable, yeah, with a different approach and one that works. It's sustainable. Unlike your New Year's resolution, yeah, which possibly wasn't realistic or wasn't sustainable because it's already gone out the window. So let me help you. Just ask for help. Join me for that. If there's any other way I can help you, please let me know. Thank you for watching. Any comments, please, I'll reply afterwards because they don't always come up on the feed as I'm chatting. And yeah, let January go. Whatever's happened, focus on the here and now and how you're going to move forwards with it. So take care. Hope that's been useful to hear some of those things. And I will, have a good rest of your week and bring on February. Take care. Speak to you soon.